Yo,
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Uchaha Kodash. I want to give double honors to that apostle, and that is a great millstone to rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to you, sincere Hakim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out, in all truth and sincerity. This is going to be a response to the Apostle Tahar's video. GMS is number 6 on the America's largest hate groups. I wonder who put this list together. All right, and we all know who put this list together. I want to play a little part of his video, which I believe he's doing he's responding to a video that was done by, the IUIC concerning the America's largest so-called hate group list. All right. And let's go ahead without further ado. Let's play this. I'm gonna play a piece of this video.
we here at Great Millstone is number 6, are the number 6, or is number 6 of America's largest hate groups. And we just filled with hate. Just we open up our mouths and fire come out of it. You think that we lynch people, kill people, blew shit up. So anyway, we're number 6. This is a video currently live. Maybe you should watch it. Deacon Malachi is teaching. It's a doomsday, a year of deliverance. America's largest hate group. Proud Boys is number 1. Nation of Islam is number 2. Israel United Christ number 3. Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge number 4. Patriot Front number 5, and Great Millstone number 6. And we just, they got all kind of stuff on us. all we did. I'm talking about Great Mill GMS. All we do is we go out on the highways and the byways and we break down what the scriptures are saying. We're telling you what's going to happen.
Yeah. And that's what we do. We go out there and we teach. We go out and tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also you other nations, what's about to happen according to prophecy. We also let you know who you are according to the scriptures. We're not putting hands on nobody. We're not burning crosses. All right. We're not standing in a particular position to start or aid in confrontation. Even though you have a lot of these other Israelite camps, that do a lot of things that we don't agree with. All right. At the end of the day, we're just out there teaching. Now, how in the hell did we trump the KKK on this list? How in the hell is Great Millstone number 6? And even you got some of these other, organizations, so-called organizations that are on this list that you would have to ask yourself, how would they even, be this high above the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan on this list, man? All right. And I'm talking outside of, quote unquote, the black Hebrew Israelite. All right. Because you got IUIC at number 3. At the top, you got Proud Boys. Great Millstone number 6. You got various, Islamic groups. All right. And then Black Panther groups. How in the hell is the Ku Klux Klan all the way down here, man? Okay. Which is just nothing but madness, man. All right. And we know what Esau is up to. Okay.
So we're a love group because we're giving you we're letting you know what's going to happen to you. Isn't that something that somebody that shows love to tell you if it's going to rain, and the person doesn't have a raincoat, tell them to get a raincoat? That's love. So we're really a love group. So we're telling you that this place is going to be destroyed, and the kingdom is going to come. We're going to be on the top, and you're going to be on the bottom. You got Sakari. I'm surprised Sakari's at 11. They should be higher than that. All the stuff that they do out there, have Edomites kissing their boots. The United Nubians worldwide, all eyes on whatever.
So you see the list, man. All right. America's largest hate groups. And the Ku Klux Klan is way, way, way down there at the bottom. Okay, number 20. All right. Now I'm gonna do some. I want to do a little bit of. We're gonna go into a little bit of history of the Ku Klux Klan, and we're gonna get into basically by Esau producing this list. It just shows what he's up to, what he's about to implement, and his agenda. Okay. Now, you would think with everything going on concerning anti-Semitism or whatever you want to call it, that they would have the Ku Klux Klan a lot higher than than it is on that list. All right. Because at the end of the day, when you go into the history of the Ku Klux Klan, they actually hated you so-called Jews, man. you know, and sought out for your blood as well, man. Okay. Even though a lot of them that were amongst this organization were so-called Jews, and even some of them were Jakes. A lot of these members of the Ku Klux Klan, a lot of them are I'm not gonna say a lot of them, but there's a good number of them that are actually Jakes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They just look like Esau. All right. All right. It says since 1865, the Ku Klux Klan has provided a vehicle for this kind of hatred in America, and its members have been responsible for atrocities. Okay. The Ku Klux Klan is responsible for atrocities, hanging, burning down buildings, burning down homes, burning crosses, all right, lynching, okay, all types of acts that has been documented, man. How in the hell are they all the way down to number 20? It says, and its members have been responsible for atrocities that are difficult for most people to even imagine, all right? None of these Hebrew Israelite groups, okay, quote unquote, how Esau would like to put it, organizations have committed any type of atrocities, man. Okay, that are documented, concerning, you know, something that has happened and been done, and that particular group still supports that. All right. Now you've had members of different particular groups that have gone off and done things, and ultimately they've been thrown in jail or been cast out from that group or camp, so to speak, man. All right. So it says for atrocities that are difficult for most people to even imagine. Okay. It says today, while the traditional Klan has declined, there are many other groups which go by a variety of names and symbols and are at least as dangerous as the KKK. That's right, because the KKK has different groups or organizations that come under them. All right, and basically the KKK as a whole today, which still goes on. They still have meetings. They still have these groups. They're still organized. They're basically just laying dormant for a particular time till they get a command from the leadership. All right, of that organization, to go out and act. All right, because just like any group organization, there is a leadership and there's order. All right. And they've been told to stand down, even though they have particular times and dates and settings when they're allowed to act upon their feelings towards these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and these other demographic of people that they despise and hate. All right. And you still have sundown towns, man. Okay. And you best believe that the Ku Klux Klan is behind that, and they're never brought to justice. They're basically given the green light, all right, according to, a guideline that they would have to follow to do different particular acts, against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right. Now let's go down just a little bit. There was a good point I wanted to bring out, because you would think that the Ku Klux Klan would be higher on this list just from their stance on um, these so-called Jews, man. Okay. All right, let's go down to I got to highlight it right here. Let's see here. It says for many for many years the KKK quite literally could get away with murder. Let's read that again. For many years, the KKK quite literally could get away with murder. All right. It says the Ku Klux Klan was an instrument of fear, and Black people, Jews, and even white civil rights workers knew that their fear was intended to control us, to keep things as they had been in the South through slavery. Because basically the Ku Klux Klan, was formed, it originated uh, after I believe after the Civil War. It says, and after that ended through Jim Crow, this fear of the Klan was very real because for a long time the Klan had power of Southern society on its side. Okay. So the of documented history of what the Ku Klux Klan has done, the mass murder, the violence, and they stand behind and they stand proud on the things that they've done, the things that former clans members that have passed on and their ancestors have done. They stand upon that and are proud about that, man. Okay. But meanwhile, you know the Black Hebrew Israelites are the problem of the earth. Okay. The most hateful group or organization, the threat, all right, of America, man. And really, if Esau could, he would have put us he would have put, all the Hebrew Israelite organizations, camps, whatever you want to label them as, at the very, very top. Okay. But he's doing, Esau's doing what he does best. Okay. He's doing his deceiving, and he's forming an agenda. All right. Now I want to play a little bit of this documentary. This is the KKK, a dark legacy unveiled inside secret societies. All right. Now I'm gonna skip around in this video, but I wanted to play the beginning because it kind of goes into the origins of the Ku Klux Klan.
Force in American society, and what has been its impact.
Nowhere else in American history is such terror so widespread without organization.
It was war between North and South.
The Klan is the oldest terrorist group in the United States, and in a sense, really the original one.
All right, so the Ku Klux Klan is the oldest terrorist group in the United States, and it's the original terrorist group. All right. You would think off the strength of that they would stay at number one, man. Hey, these Ku Klux Klan members should be angry at this list. Hey, they should be angry at they should be angry at this, man. They should be looking at this list like, how the hell did we get number 20? They should be mad. There should be a rally right now going on, man. Okay. We got to do more. All right. They should be saying to themselves, man, they think that we're a joke. How the hell did these groups, okay, get above us, man?
The initial plan was set up very privately, the most secret of secret organizations.
The Ku Klux Klan is a peculiarly American phenomenon, but hate and white nationalism is an international one.
How big is the KKK today? And is it still recruiting members?
The Ku Klux Klan was born here and thrives here. I didn't say thrived, I said thrives here.
The advantage of having a secret society is that nobody knows what your numbers are, nobody knows where you are.
I think the Ku Klux Klan will be with us as long as we have people with hate in their hearts. And I think the real threat from the white supremacist movement probably takes a different form today.
And is America?
Yeah, the real threat from the white supremacist movement, he said, he thinks has a different form today, and that's very true. Okay, that KKK movement, the organization, it never stopped, man. And those members that had the hoods on, that were in uniform at these different rallies and burning crosses, man, those were your politicians, your governors, your teachers, your local mechanic, your store owner. All right. Your professor. There's a reason they wore those hoods, man, so they could disperse back into their daily jobs, their daily lives. Okay.
Heading for a new race war.
You cut off its head, you think it's dead, and eventually it grows another head.
These are folks who have kept away from the cities, who want their countryside preserved. They endlessly see an invader.
Yeah, you see it. See, this is sped up to today's time. All right. You know, you see the badges they have, the uniforms, you see the crosses that they're building. All right, in which this video actually goes into they basically their stance, you know, is a Christian based stance, you know, which I'm gonna jump to that part here in a minute.
And they endlessly see that any change, whether it is with a flag or a law or a custom, will endanger them.
We have always had political extremism of one stripe or another, but never in such a kind of criminal form as we see it in the Klan.
The Civil War has never ended.
Hey, you heard what he said. Let's rewind that one more time.
The Civil War has never ended. Law or a custom will endanger them.
We have always had political extremism of one stripe or another, but never in such a kind of criminal form as we see it in the Klan.
Okay, well, he said we've always had extremists in one form or another, but never in a political form as the Klan. You know, well, then yeah, y'all got some explaining to do. All right, because what is this right here? Let's pull out scripture real quick. It's 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. We're not ignorant of what this devil is doing, what he's planning, what he's forming. Because ultimately we know, according to Revelation, the 12th chapter, the 12th verse, he's about to come down hard on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And he's forming a narrative to justify himself, just like he always has, man. You know, and all his large-scale actions and movements, okay? You know, we've seen this with, you know, previous wars. All right. We've seen this with, you know, the different laws and restrictions that he's put in place. You know, he justifies himself, you know, in the eyes of the people so they can say, well, you know, that was a good thing. You know, we should have did that. And they back this devil, man. All right.
The Civil War has never ended. It's still the fight that America fights for its own identity. Southerners are still Southerners. They've been for hundreds of years. Northerners are still Northerners. What saves us are all the new people who come and keep between us.
Yeah, and you know, basically the formation of the Ku Klux Klan happened after, I believe, the Civil War, when, you know, the government took ownership of the slaves. And you had a large number of people that were angry and mad and were fighting against that. Okay, and hence the Ku Klux Klan was formed.
We go inside the KKK today to reveal the truth about the most infamous white power group in the world.
The most infamous white power group in the world. Well, hey, y'all ain't looking so infamous right now. Y'all way down there at the bottom. Y'all way down there at number 20. Okay. You know, so according to this list, you know, all these different particular groups, which this list is heinous, is laughable. You know, according to this list, y'all is the least infamous group in America, even amongst these other so-called white supremacy or white hate group organizations, man. Okay. You know, and you have non-violent, okay, groups on this list that have no type of history of violence, that have no documentation of anybody you know, putting hands on anybody, man. Okay. Considered more infamous than a known hate group, a known violent group with murder on their resume. Okay, not just of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but you other nations and you Edomites as well, man. Because let's not forget this group. You know, there's one of a part of their stance is that they hate so-called Jews. Okay.
Inside the KKK today to reveal the truth about the most infamous white power group in the world.
You know, so we know that Esau, he's forming a narrative to really demonize the men that are out there in the highways and byways teaching, man. Because at the end of the day, we're you know, the threat is elites. All right, you know, we're exposing who this man is. Hey, we're taking that hood. You know, you see when they went out to these different meetings. Okay, you know, when they have their clan meetings, they cover their faces. They cover they put that hood, that mask over their face, man. So you don't know who they really are. All right. Well, hey, man, you know, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, speeding up to today's time, we're exposing who this man is. Okay, because Esau has always been in a state of hiding, in a state of covering himself. All right, in a state of having the people not know who he is. All right, but through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're exposing this man. All right, and we're exposing his plans, his works, and his devices. Okay. Now I want to jump to this clip real quick because you know these members of the Ku Klux Klan in today's time, they actually, you know, state that they're an organization based off Christianity.
Secrecy. They had no shame about being secret. They knew that being so secret inflated their numbers in people's mind.
The so-called mystery and sexiness of the Klan is such that we actually have tiny little Klan groups popping up in places like Australia and Germany and so on. There's a kind of weird romance associated with it.
Although their numbers are rapidly diminishing, the Klan still has a passionate following in the South. A recent gathering in Roxborough, North Carolina, allowed our cameras in as they prepared a large cross for the evening's burning. Some members claim that a new war is coming, where the white majority will, as they put it, take America back.
The lighting of this cross represents Jesus Christ is the light of the world. He is our existence. He is the reason that we are on this earth. And so we light this cross in honor of what he has given to us. We're not the...
You know, so you heard what he said, you know, and these are Klans members speaking. You know, they speak about Jesus Christ. All right, you know, you see him forming a cross. And this video is about to go into, which I'm going to play in a moment, how their organization is based on, you know, Christianity, man. All right. And as you're going back into history, even before, you know, the organization of the Ku Klux Klan, you know, when Esau came over to this land and various other lands, he brought Christianity with him. Okay. And that Christianity was forced upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right. And in the name of Christianity, in the name of Jesus Christ, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans were enslaved. You were slaughtered. You were indoctrinated. Okay. As well as various other matters.
First to do this. You know, this has been done for hundreds and hundreds of years.
This is our Confederate battle flag. What it represents is our Confederate soldiers in the South. And in 1958, the Confederacy, or the Confederate veterans, soldiers, were brought in as U.S. veterans, and their gravestones are being desecrated. The flags are being torn off them, and nobody's doing anything about it. They're destroying us. They're trying to kill us. They're wiping us off the face of this planet. And we want to wake up America and put a stop to it.
Yeah, see, you know, what has happened amongst this organization, they have basically received orders from the, you know, the higher ups, the leaders of their organization to lay dormant, you know, to not no longer, even though these particular things happen, you know, the hangings, lynchings, you know, burning of crosses, various other things. But on a large scale, they've been told to lay dormant for a particular period of time, you know, But they also been told that there's going to come a time where we're going to be able to get out here and get rowdy again, even more rowdy than we were in the past. Okay. And that time is soon approaching, man. Okay. And that's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. And they put, these elites put these different things in these movies, man. As you watch, The Purge, as well as various other movies, man, Esau's really showing you or giving you a glimpse of his plans or of what he's about to push heavy on the souls of America, man. Okay, which ultimately it's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is going to be doing these things, because Esau Edom is being controlled on the left-hand side.
And now then they're trying to take the Klan out of history, out of our history, out of our Southern heritage. And y'all got that looking good. Then once they get rid of our Southern heritage, they will not be satisfied until they destroy the heritage of this United States.
The cross lighting represents the light of Jesus and how he shines down over all of us. It is important because our biggest thing is our Christian base. Our kids definitely need to know about their heritage and where they came from. They need to be proud in their race and know that it's okay to be white now.
All right, so you see the whole, these Klans members of today base, the whole organization off of Jesus Christ and Christianity, man. They've even turned the burning of the cross to some Christian remembrance of Jesus Christ, and he's the light of the world, etc. And in the name of Jesus Christ, they despise and hate you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man. All right, let's go to Psalms 83. And let's start in verse 2. It says, "For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee lift up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones." And these wicked elites have taken a crafty counsel against you Israelites, man. And all these different various groups and organizations have been set up, all right, not only to cause confusion, but they've been set up also so Esau, like you see from this list, can incorporate the different Hebrew Israelite camps and groups amongst this list, man. Okay, Esau's not going to single us out for obvious reasons, but he has added us to these well-known organizations that have which some of them, not all of them, have a history of crime, violence, and all types of things, man. Okay, that would be looked down upon in this society.
Despite the Klan's high media profile today, the initiation ceremony and sacred oaths undertaken by those joining the Klan remain a closely guarded secret.
When you are inducted or initiated into the Ku Klux Klan, you go through a secret ritual, a secret initiation ceremony in which you give an oath, and you give a pledge to preserve the white race, to preserve white womanhood. You give your life. You also make a promise never to reveal any Klan business to aliens. An alien is anyone who is a non-Klan member, and to always uphold the values and policies of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
All right, so you heard what he said. So basically, you have to go through a ritual to even be inducted into the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, because you can consider a Ku Klux Klan a form of a secret society or secret society organization. All right, and as you heard that, I forgot that guy's name. I do watch his videos, but I'm gonna play that clip again. Because when you go into a lot that's involved with this organization, it goes into witchcraft and sorcery, man. There's a reason they call the head of the KKK the Grand Wizard. Okay,
to preserve the white race.
Let's see, let's go back.
When you are inducted or initiated into the Ku Klux Klan, you go through a secret ritual, a secret initiation ceremony in which you give an oath and you give a pledge to preserve the white race, to preserve white womanhood. You give your life. You also make a promise never to reveal any Klan business to aliens.
Yeah, and that oath that you're taking is, if you break that oath, you can ultimately be put to death. Okay, that oath you're taking that to the grave, so to speak, man. And you're basically saying that I am accepting everything that y'all are telling me and supporting it. And if I go against that in any matter, y'all, I'm giving y'all permission to take my life. That's what goes on, behind closed doors amongst these secret societies in Hollywood, and various other high level positions, when they are behind closed doors, signing their name on that dotted line and taking these oaths, for various matters. Majority of the time it's for money and fame. Okay.
An alien is anyone who is a non-Klan member, and to always uphold the values and policies of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
Young white people,
Let's go back to Psalms 83 and let's continue on. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Okay. This man has had a perpetual, long-lasting hatred, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay. And though he has crouched himself and he's acted like he cares about you and that your best interests are in his mind, guess what? He has war in his heart, and he's planning on demonstrating his hatred towards you Israelites very, very soon. And on a lower level, these particular groups that you see, these left-wing, right-wing groups, hey, they're about to be put in action, man. Okay. They're about to be put in action, and they're about to get busy out here, man. Okay. Along with these stormtroopers, along with these agencies, all right, these different military groups, which these organizations, like you see on your screen, are militant. Okay, a lot of them are ex Marines, ex Navy, ex Army. Okay, they're highly trained. Okay, hey, Esau was best with the sword, man. He knows how to use that weapon. He knows how to use that gun. Okay, and soon they're going to be dispersed amongst your cities and your counties.
Century. A second wave flourished in the early 20th century. On the most part, it attracted all sorts of regular law-abiding citizens who helped with good social causes. But of course, there was also the constant undercurrent of racially motivated hatred.
The Ku Klux Klan returns to the South, complete with traditional white hoods.
One of its leaders was a politician called D.C. Stevenson, who was appointed state leader or Grand Dragon of the Klan in Indiana.
All right, so a lot of the leadership of this organization, they go back to politicians. All right, people that had high level positions in society outside of the Klan.
In 1925, he was tried and convicted in a notorious abduction, rape, and murder of a young white woman, Madge Oberholzer, a state education official. His trial, conviction, and imprisonment ended America's belief of Klan leaders as law-abiding citizens. It was a huge scandal at the time.
So you even have scandals amongst this organization, man. You heard, he raped a white woman. So you got white on white crime amongst the Ku Klux Klan organization, man. All right. And how they got number 20, that's beyond me. Okay. Now I want to go into, let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. All right, let's read this. It says, the terror is born. The bare facts about the birth of the Ku Klux Klan and its rival half a century later are baffling to most people today. Little more than a year after it was founded, the secret society thundered across the war-torn South, sabotaging, reconstructing governments and imposing a reign of terror and violence. Okay? A way of terror and violence, man. This group right here should be number one on this list. And if you would go up to these just these every average day, every these average people on the streets, and you would ask them what is the most hateful terrorist group, you know, black, you know, so-called black and white would tell you the KKK, man. All right. Let's do something real quick. Man, come on. Bear with me one moment. Yeah, Esau, and you see when you even type this in a Google search, KKK hangings, Esau doesn't even bring this. You used to be able to type this up and see actual footage of our people being lynched, which this one here's looks like it's an actual footage right here. And you know, this is what Esau used to do to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans under the umbrella of America, under the umbrella of freedom, under the umbrella of Christianity, under the umbrella of white supremacy, and you know, the Ku Klux Klan organization as a whole. Okay, you know, here's another one, man. You know, and like Apostle Tahar said, how did Black Lives Matter not make this list? Black Lives Matter didn't. Black Lives Matter was terrorizing the goddamn city, man. Breaking into stores, looting, setting fires, breaking windows. How the hell did they not make that list? Let's look up something. Yeah. Here's the aftermath of Black Lives Matter right here. Black Lives Matter on the March to Destruction, Australia. You see the fires, you see the things burned. You know, here's some more. Local Black Lives Matter leaders comment on protests. You got a car upside down on fire. You got destruction of property. Okay, it says destruction of property qualifies as violence. You see the you know, the tagging up the buildings. They done set the whole building on fire, broken all the windows, you know, set the street on fire, stole all the items out of the stores. How is this? How did they not make the list? This is ludicrous, man. You know, Black Lives Matter, the birth of a movement. Okay. So this is all, you know, Black Lives Matter should be considered a terrorist organization, man. Okay. It says Black Lives Matter is destroying America. You see what's going on. They got hammers in their hands. They got sticks. You know, a lot of them got guns on them. You know, you see what they did to the police car, man. No Israelite group has done anything close to this, man. You're not going to see any. Well, I'm not going to say you're not, because, you know, ain't no telling what these other camps might do. But, you know, for the most part, you're not going to see any Israelite group out there beating police cars, setting fires. You know, we just go out there and teach, man. Okay. Even these other Israelite camps, they just go out there and teach, man. Even though a lot of them, you know, have weapons on them, which we don't agree with, man. Okay. We don't agree with at all. And we actually speak out against that, man. Okay. You know, but even them, they're not out there terrorizing the community, man. They're not out there beating people up, setting fires, breaking out windows, okay, tagging store buildings. You know, hey, this is Black Lives Matter right here. You know, hey, we're not doing nothing like this, man. Okay, we're just going out there and teaching. All right, we're going out there and prophesying. Scriptures say, go out there and lift our voice up like a trumpet and show my people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, your sins and transgressions, man. Okay. And Esau is, you know, he knows that he's being revealed. He knows his kingdom is coming to an end. Okay. Yeah, you see George Floyd protest, man. All these Black Lives Matter protests, there's always fires, there's always some type of altercation. The police always got to get involved. There's always destruction of property, man. So for them not to make the list is ridiculous, okay? And this whole list is ridiculous, and we know Esau is forming a narrative against us, okay? I'm gonna go get a precept real quick. Let's go to Isaiah, the 29th chapter and the 20th verse. It says, for the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. That's right. He's laying snares for the ones that reprove at the gate, for the men that are standing against this place, man, that are prophesying against this place. All right. That are, standing for righteousness and are against all the abominations and wickedness that are going on, not only in America, but all over the four corners of the earth, man. Okay. And ultimately he's going to demonize us on a very, very high level. He's going to use his crisis actors. He's going to use his agents, and he's going to paint a horrible picture about us, which is going to be a false picture. All right. And he's going to justify himself once again in the means of doing what he's doing. And you're going to have the majority of all the people, and also the majority of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are also going to stand behind this man. Okay. And you're going to support him for, him removing us off the highways and byways, which ultimately it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that's taking us off those highways and byways. But it's not going to stop there. He's also, okay, he's going to make this truth a punishable, a crime, an offense, punishable by jail time. Okay. But also he's going to come against us on a level of imprisoning us, and even some of us are going to be put to death. Okay. For what we stand for and for what we believe in, and just like we've seen in times past, he's used his crisis actors, and he's also linked these different extremists, to the quote unquote Black Hebrew Israelites, which we have no affiliation with these particular people, man. You saw that at that kosher deli. You've seen it at various other instances that have happened in times past. He's tried to link that with the quote unquote Black Hebrew Israelites, which were not black, we're just Hebrew Israelites. All right. But he's going to do that on a higher level. There's all different types of technology that, he has now, which he can basically put your face on another human being. Okay. And, link you to something that's happened. And it will be very, very believable, man. Okay. And people are going to believe it. Esau has technology that can put you at the scene of a crime when you weren't there. And then on top of that, he's going to use everyone in his pocket concerning his agents and crisis actors to support that narrative. Like, oh, yeah, I did see him. I was talking to him. He was telling me this. He was telling me that. To make it even more believable, man. All right. Let's go to Revelation real quick. Let's go to Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right. And we're coming into that time of Jacob's trouble. We're coming to the times of heavy demonization of the prophets. We're coming to the times of this truth being outlawed. All right. And, soon we're not going to be out there in the highways and byways. And, that famine of the word is going to take place. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's all the work and will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, even us being taken off the highways and byways. Okay. Because the scriptures speak of that there's going to come a time that we're not going to be out there no more, man. We'll be no longer a reprover, okay, to our people. We're not going to be out there in the highways and byways no more. We're not going to be out there teaching, man. The scripture says he's going to, shut our mouths. Let's get that real quick. Scripture says, let's get that. He'll make our tongue cleave to the roof of our mouth. Let's go to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, and we can wrap it up after this. Okay, it's Ezekiel chapter 3, and let's go down to verse. Let's start in verse 24. It says, "And the Spirit entered into me and set me upon my feet and spake with me and said unto me, Go shut thyself within thine house. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them." Verse 26, "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house." Okay, so soon the Most High Yahweh is going to take his men off the highways and byways, man. Okay, and this truth is going to be outlawed, and you're not going to be able to go on the YouTube, Google search, and different platforms and see a breakdown and see a live camp. You're not going to be able to walk down your local city block and see the men out there in the highways and byways with the signs, reading scriptures, breaking down the scriptures, telling you what's about to happen, man, telling you what's about to take place. Okay. And like Apostle Tahar said, man, hey, we're a love group. We're telling you what's about to happen before it happens, man. Okay. Regardless of what nationality you are, guess what? We're speaking things that are about to happen before they take place, man. And one more precept before we close out. Let's jump to Isaiah 42. It's Isaiah 42, and let's go down to verse 9. It says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." And that's what's happening on a high level all over the four corners of the earth. Men have been risen up through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, coming out and prophesying, man, saying things that are going to happen before they take place. Okay. You got these people that they love to watch the Weather Channel. They love to watch the news. They love to hear or catch wind of things before it happens. It's going to be rainy today, or a storm's coming next week. Prepare thyself, right? Okay, but here it is. You have spiritual, all right, knowledge that's being pushed on a high level to ultimately prepare you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans for what's about to happen. But the majority of our people, they're not listening, man. Okay. They're not listening to the spiritual weatherman, so to speak, man. All right. So you Israelites, you better get this wisdom, knowledge, and truth while you can, because soon it's going to be outlawed, and it's going to be outlawed very, very soon. Okay. Lord willing, that was edifying. I'll put the link in the description box to Apostle Tahar's video, and also to the elder out of Dallas, Elder Yashawamba, did a video concerning this topic as well. And I believe other elders and brothers have done videos concerning this topic, but I will put Apostle Tahar's link in the description box, as well as, Elder Yashawamba's video in the description box as well. All right. Lord willing, that was edifying. To the next time, Shalom.